Speaking of impressive runs, I just have to point out that Adam was #1 frags in that last game after being solo for so long and running over somebody. That just made me happy. I don't know why. Whenever you see like a player be able to rise and find the opportunity, sure, he didn't win the round, but he managed to get a lot of points for his team. Those type of successes do stack. We talk a lot about how 1 or 2 points, whenever we look at PGC points, are very important. Whenever we're looking at 1 or 2 points for the leaderboard, always pivotal. And these players that can find these successes, man, that's where it goes. Whenever you have a whole bunch of players like that together, that's when you get the shoot to kill problem where you just get all of the points every round.
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, we've been talking about it for years now, right? The thing that NA needed more than anything was to start putting all these phenomenally talented individual players, get them on the same squad. And STK, with the, I mean, not saying anything against Civ, but with the addition of Penta, that seems to have been the real kick in the pants that they needed to just jump up to that top tier next level, where they're just, you know, dominating everything right now. But I still want to see what they can do against a full strength Soniqs. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, this could be either huge for 300 or devastating for 300. They've managed to pick up 1 point so far. Now Incheck going to steal away Young Kings. Fox is going to get spotted out by Rizola, finished off by Poblex. Down to 2 here for 300, as it's just Leda and Neff holding down the spot, doing a little tower defense. We'll see if they can pick up anything else. Actually, they're split here too. This is probably the worst case scenario, as 300 find themselves in a 1v2 on the north side and 1v3 on the north side, rather 1v2 on the south.
The only thing that you could potentially do is try to draw fire from your teammate if somebody's making a push, but the problem is you can't really go for any lookouts whenever you're getting your building constantly pushed into. Nerfer is trying to survive, but no, it's going to be a crash way over on the hills that spots him out, and Leda now in a lot of trouble. 300 trying to contest towards the top of the leaderboard, not going to be able to catch up to shoot to kill just quite yet, but they need every single point to deal with all the threats that are chasing after them. Leda trying to see if he can get some type of vision on what's going on, and we're popping back in, getting a little bit of vision on what's happening with the Gas Cans Oath fight. This is the only benefit that could potentially be happening for 300 right now, is that Oath is also facing a little bit of trouble.
That is the play. That is 100% the play right now for Leda here. As we see the circle, it does. It cuts south. Oh my God, Matcham, we were talking about the possibility of it happening. Nobody, not even Gas Cans, who looted on Military Island, thought that it was going to stay there. And here we go. The big migration commences.
All right, bridge galore, traps already set. Remember the fact that we did have what was going on with Oath and Gaskins on the other side of this one. People starting to make their approach. Now this is the only little bit of reprieve that we could see for 300, as if they want to commit to this, they can try to survive, but the other two teams now have to stay. The problem with it is a Crush is already in movement. They're trying to get a little bit crashed on with what's going on as different teams are rotating, most notably around Soniqs. Enrage, trying to make the rush across the bridge. In front of them is going to be Old Times and Gascan, who's already holding down a new gatekeeping position to the south and that high tower.
Absolutely. The nuttiest thing about this one, Matcham, is that with all this fighting, we've got 42 alive, but still 14 teams up. There's a number of solos that are still making their way. You've got Kickstart, Haze 10, Leda, all still trying to keep their teams in line. Shrimzy picks them out from the bridge, and the rest of Young Kings will try to make their way over, but Soniqs now 2 points in the bag for Shrimzy. And now SDK going to be pushing onto this dodge position as well. The smoke wall, the offensive smoke wall from SDK to keep him from peeking those windows. Brilliant stuff.
I remember back in the day, I used to always comment about the shoot to kill had such beautiful breaching techniques. Hello Senpai trying to throw out a Molotov to slow it down just a little bit. You can see that the very strong angles of defense that Dodge is trying to hold down and really just stall out the shoot to kill offensive that's coming after them at this point. Alo does manage to survive through the Molotovs that are just raining down on top of him. But look at the tricksy little angles that are coming through, but it doesn't matter. Purdy with just a beautiful shot going through that circular opening, that tiny window, and timing the grenade perfectly to get the down.
If we can just use throwables all the time, Kurt would be absolutely insane. Hikerman trying to hold that angle, but he just misses Alo. That AK could do some big damage. Not going to matter. Alo quick with it. He's going to find the knock, get the flush onto Lamp as well, and STK breaching. Hello Senpai, the last one remaining. STK going for these heals, though. I don't think he's going to have a chance to get them while they're low.
Yeah, Hello Senpai, I mean, you can see trying to find some type of sneak. He tries to go for some shots, gets some damage in, but doesn't get the down. He's now revealed too many opportunities, but does manage to line up on a one. Gets a second one, but it's not enough. Penta pops off whenever it's pivotal.
For 303 to take that military island position, things kind of falling apart slowly for 303 here.
Oh, Spicy Fish and Sharp Shot has a beautiful position onto this. I don't think that Enrage knows what's up. Information's bit fed over, but nice response coming out from this. Siv's got the high ground onto it, but Enrage just goes down in a heartbeat. Wow. Kanan and Roth popping off big. Luckily, there is an opportunity here soon that Soniqs and Spicy Fish might get vision on each other and stall out a little bit of the aggression that we're starting to see. One member, it's going to be Z-Flux down as H-Win does get vision onto it. Zamp is going to go ahead and flush it out, but just one member up for a Crochet, and that's going to be Sparking. I'm getting some weird flashbacks right now, all the way to the qualifiers to make it into the NPL. If you remember, Tempo Storm hadn't qualified yet, and Tempo Storm had to compress and push up into this compound to get the qualifying spots. Zampa hanging out on Soniqs is very familiar with how to play this position and how to clutch up in a very pivotal point, because if Soniqs has a big game here, they can get something out of it. Spicy Fish, though, man, it's just to take a lot of bullets to the face and goes down early. They did manage to get a little bit of a lead onto Durrani, but now Soniqs, you've got your opportunity. You just got to creep up onto Oath. Gas Cans also has an opportunity. 303, they have themselves a defensive position, but let's be real, everybody's targeting it. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a standoff right now. Everybody seems to have a rough idea on where everybody's at. You can see Shrimzy's got vision over towards where Gas Cans is playing from. 303 knows where Soniqs is and now knows where Gas Cans are. Gas Cans naturally know where everybody's starting to line up against them. Nikos, though, both members of Gas Cans going to have to make the dangerous reposition. Shrimzy just waiting very patiently for his moment to pounce onto this, but keeps looking up the hillside. Might find an opportunity, did spot that one out, so knows where Oldus is going to be coming from. Spots it, gets the damage into him, gets the down onto it. Nikos tries to go for it, gets the down. Might find an opportunity, but look, Tig already responding, repositioning over there for this one. What's Nikos going to do? Is he going to go for his teammate? Is instead he just going to try to make a play? Gets the smokes down, but I think he realizes, nope, there's just not the time. 303 coming back behind it, gets some damage into him, gets the down onto him, but now everything's starting to line up. 303 knows this is their opportunity, trying to step into it, but Junior takes a ton of damage and has to retreat away.
Oh, 303 was so on top of it. As soon as the knock came through, they started making the move, but Tig with the arm lands a huge body shot, and that's going to hold the whole thing off. Now, they haven't had a chance to go for the res just yet, but 303 is definitely scared now. You can see that they know that there's an arm in play. They don't want to peek over this angle until they absolutely have to.
Both teams are so close towards where the center is going to be at. It's going to be a standoff continuing, trying to find some type of weakness and angle. Do note the fact that with the positioning, it is a little bit more difficult for 303 to navigate it just due to the sight lines that are much more opened up for Soniqs and how they want to play this. With everything that's going on, trying to see if they can try to set this one up. I like this 303, realizing that there might be an opportunity. Throw a couple of smokes, maybe bait them to start forcing a little bit of attention back down towards the southern part, or the northern part, I'm sorry, of the reposition into this, or maybe just at least bait something out. Tig's trying to see if maybe he fishes in, gets some lucky dynamite, and this one gets a knock onto it, but that's a lot of utility, a lot of throwables being tossed out right now. T-Plants takes some damage off of it, but does connect. Tig manages to find it, gets the down into this one, so now Feiska's trying to find the side angle onto it. Tig takes a lot of damage, but supporting the rest of Soniqs to step up, provide him some cover. 303, now down to just two members, trying to figure out how they want to play this one properly. Looking down the hillside, Junior did reposition with this one, but Tig still finding the angle for it. Now the last one up. There's no clean angle to work with. Every single way he looks, there's a Soniqs member just waiting to come after him. Goes for damage into it, does get one down, can't get the flush onto it, and that's going to be a Soniqs victory.
Money and power, respect my mind, no die from last y'all. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9.